Holy shit, this movie was so brutal. Society of the Snow is a new Netflix original movie directed by J.A. Bayona, and it tells the remarkable true story of a plane that crashed in 1972 carrying a team of rugby players into the Andes Mountains. This is definitely a worst case scenario anyone can imagine when they step onto a plane. It's something nobody wants to experience. This movie was so brutal, so intense, so inspiring. Let's talk about what makes this movie so damn special. So by now you guys can tell that I really enjoy good cinematography and good audio, and I'm happy to say this movie delivers on both of those fronts. The Atmos soundtrack was super immersive. I was hearing wind whipping up all around me. You could hear the avalanches just crumbling, little bits of birds chirping. You could hear every detail of the metal crushing when this plane crashed into the ground. It was haunting. It was powerful. The cinematography was also beautiful. Every shot, so intentional, so beautiful. I thought, this is a great view. I was definitely enjoying seeing the Andes Mountains. I just wasn't enjoying that it was such an unfortunate situation for these poor folks, but just beautifully shot, so well directed. I thought the music in this movie was fantastic. Everything around the production of this movie is definitely A+. This is definitely stellar filmmaking. I definitely don't watch a lot of foreign films, and that's my bad. I probably should start doing more of it. So I didn't really know any of the actors in this movie, but I will say this movie has a very talented cast. I thought everybody was just really delivering and really selling me on just their plight. You could feel their fear. You could feel their anxiety. You could feel their happiness, their joy. When they were happy, you were so happy. When they were sad, you were so sad. I was getting stressed out while watching this movie just because I'm like, my God, things just kept happening to these poor people. It was so brutal. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, please, why aren't they getting a break? You don't think the plane crash was enough? Now we have to have all these other bullshit things happening. This cast really delivered. I really cared about them. I thought every one of these actors did a really good job, and I think we're going to see more of these people, and I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to foreign films because clearly I'm missing out on some very important media. So one of my biggest takeaways from this movie was just the story of survival and just this intense will to live that these people had. They went through something that is just unthinkable, unimaginable, so difficult. They were in challenging situations left and right. And I kept thinking to myself, how much of this would I put up with if I was them? How much would I fight? I don't know if I would fight this much. I don't know if I would do some of the things that they had to do in this movie to survive. And that just, makes me even more in awe of these people and that they really accomplished this, that they really did what they did. They lived through this. I don't know if I could have done it. I definitely, am happy with my life. I have a lot of stuff going for me, but just the pain, the anguish, the fear, the terror, I just don't know. I don't know if I could do some of this stuff. And so I just thought this was a remarkable story of survival. These people really wanted to live. They knew they had someone to get back to. They knew they had loved ones. They needed each other. They had to live so that they could help each other get through this really messed up situation. And so that story is just something that I think everybody can take something from. Definitely very powerful, very moving movie all around. And I don't want to get into spoilers, but there is just some things that happen in this movie that is just straight up very difficult to watch. I was cringing. I was feeling very uncomfortable. I was gritting my teeth. I was grabbing my head. I was like, why? Oh man, just some of this movie is so brutal, so intense. Just go in with a decent stomach and definitely some patience because there's going to be some stuff going on that is going to really make you just shocked. I mean, I wasn't really familiar with the true story. Maybe you guys are. But, so if you are familiar with the true story, you probably know some of the stuff I'm referring to. If you're not familiar with the story, well, you're going to be probably having the same reaction I did. Wow. Overall, I thought this movie was really well made. It was just a very impressive movie all the way around. I have nothing but high things to say about it. I went in not really knowing what to expect. I had probably low expectations because, Netflix, sometimes they suck. But I got to say, they have been really doing some really good stuff lately. And this is yet another excellent addition to Netflix's roster. This movie was fantastic. It was just, I really can't come up with any complaints. It was a remarkable story of survival. The acting was fantastic. The directing was fantastic. Everything in this movie was just adding up for me to give this movie a 10. I thought this movie was a masterpiece. I took a lot out of it. I think that a lot of people are really going to find this to be a very inspiring story. I'm definitely going to look up more about these people because I'm so impressed with what they went through. I want to learn more about these people. If you're on the fence, you should just watch this movie. It is great. I would definitely watch it. And if you liked this video, please hit like. And if you want to see my humble opinion and more quirky hats and funny personality, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel. I have more stuff like this coming. So that's all I got for you. Later.